It's officially time for the Dancing with the Stars Season 17 Week 6 recap and review. The episode was titled The Switch Up Challenge. And it aired Monday, October 21st of 2013. Let's get straight to it. First up was Bill Engvall and Emma Slater. They danced the tango to Cheeseburgers in Paradise by Jimmy Buffett. The couple acted out a skit at the beginning of the dance where they sat at a table with hamburgers, with props that made the stage look like a resort on an island. And I regret to inform you that their acting was far more entertaining than the actual dancing. Bill is outclassed by his opponents and the competition is just way too strong for him to win. He is obviously there for fun. Anything over 15 cumulative voting points would prove to be an insult. And in all fairness, he probably deserves more like a score of 10 to 12. With an 8 from Carrie Ann Inaba, an 8 from Lynn Goodman, and a 7 from Bruno Tonioli, the judges gave Bill a score of 23, double of what he deserves. But please remember that this is Dancing with the Stars. They have no credibility, and they need new judges. Click below for my video about that. Second to dance is Elizabeth Berkley and Val Chmerkovskiy. They danced a cha-cha to Put Your Hands on Me by Joss Stone. Love Joss Stone. Elizabeth Berkley, who I also love, was born to perform. She is gorgeous, poised, and always hits the mark. Once again, she delivers us another semi-professional performance. She deserves an easy 25. It wasn't perfect, but it was good. But compared to Bill's performance, she looked like she invented dance. The judges all gave Elizabeth 10s for a score of 30, the first perfect score of the season. Third is Leah Remini and Tony Dovolani. They danced a quick step to Man Wanted by Copacabana. Leah's facial expressions and movements look like one of those slightly awkward movie scenes, from a romantic comedy. The type of comedy where a woman is not a dancer, but she's trying her best to keep up. It was just out of place. Not terrible, but off. She deserves a 16 in my assessment. All three judges, however, awarded her 9s for a cumulative score of 27. Another very odd score. Fourth is Brant Daughtry and Peter Murgatroyd. Heavens to Murgatroyd even. They danced a tango to The Night Out by Martin Solveig. Brant's partner makes him look good. He is just kind of there. He's there, but he's just there. If that makes any sense. He's like a lazy d. If she can work him, she can get off. Now, their performance was like watching Hugh Hefner in an adult film. He was limp, impotent, boring, and dry, meets young, pretty, vibrant, and juicy. Peter rocked it, and Brant it. He deserved an 18 for his efforts. I mean, he can stretch his leg and differ well, if you call that dancing. See, I can say something nice about his performance. So anyway, Carrie Ann gave him a 9, Lynn loved it and gave him a 10, and Bruno gave him a 9 for another fudge score. And Brant walks away with a completely undeserved score of 28. Fifth up is Amber Riley and Derek Ho. They danced the samba to Get It Right by Fantasia Barrino, who for a while there couldn't read. She needs to get her reading skills right. Anyway, another strong performance and powerful performance from Amber Riley. She looks like a skinny woman in a fat woman's suit. She's physically built like Precious and moves like Beyonce. No kidding. She deserves a 23 in my opinion. However, in comparison to the 9s that they gave Leah Remini, she better get a 10, or these judges have absolutely no credibility. Carrie Ann voted 10, Lynn voted 8, and Bruno voted a 10 for a score of 28. With that said, I heard the chatter about the dancer Max possibly replacing Lin, and it makes perfect sense now. Lin is the worst judge of anything. He should work in the judicial system in Texas because he's killing them out there. Click below for that link where I talked about how they have the worst judges of anything on Dancing with the Stars. Anyway, sixth up is Jack Osbourne and Cheryl Burke. Love me some Cheryl. They dance a Paso Doble to Conquest by the White Stripes. Side note, did you notice that Cheryl keeps getting really sucky guys to dance with on this show? Can they ever give her somebody good? You know? It's like they don't want her to win for some reason. Why don't they give her Diddy? Then that way she can win a season. Anyway, I noticed a common theme with the male celebrities this season. They do this form of walk dancing with poses as opposed to actual dance moves. And they also act as a balance bar for the women to do the work and dance to make them look good. Anyway, I say that the 10-man's performance deserved a firm 14. It was pretty stinking bad. Carrie Ann gave him an 8, Lynn gave him a 9, and Bruno gave him an 8 for a score of 25. Did I mention that this show has no credibility? Seventh is Nicole Snooki Polizzi, my girl, and Sasha Farber. They dance a foxtrot to Build Me Up, Buttercup by the Foundations. I felt that the performance was a little boring. Not bad, but mediocre. And it looked like she was just going through the motions and not fully committed. I personally give her a score of 20. The judges, however, all gave Princess Nicole, straight 9s for a total of 27. Eighth up is Corbin Bleu and Karina Smirnoff. They dance a Viennese waltz to the Game of Thrones theme by Ramin Djawadi. The performance was dramatic and engaging. It looked like a high-budget Broadway play. Corbin and Karina's performance is romantic and has a special way of making you feel as if you are part of the dance. It was beautiful, intense, and a bit mesmerizing in parts. Now, anything less than a perfect means that we should all boycott the show. In comparison to Nicole's 9s, anything beneath the 10 is such a blatant lie that the judges should burst into flames and turn to ash on live television. Spontaneous human combustion. Carrie Ann votes 8, Lynn votes 7, and Bruno votes 8 for a score of 23. Yeah, they are going to hell for sure. But the show is not over yet. The contestants are informed that they are going to be performing in a dance-off, a dance battle like the ones that you see in films. They'll begin to dance to one song, and then the song will switch in the middle of their performance, and they will not know what the song will be. They will just have to continue dancing. The 8 duos were broken up into groups of 4, and whoever is eliminated first will get 1 point. The next person will get 2 points until the final person eliminated will receive 4 points. Whatever they earn will be added to their scores. So the Switch Up Challenge Part 1, order of elimination and song list that they dance to goes like this. The first song was Hot in Here by Nelly. Then In the Hall of the Mountain King by Edvard Grieg. Then Let's Get It On by Marvin Gaye. Then Dupe by Dupe. So Bill and Emma, Jack and Cheryl, Nicole and Sasha, and Corbin and Karina all dance. Bill and Emma were out first and they received 1 extra point. Jack and Cheryl were out second and received 2. Nicole and Sasha were out third and received 3 extra points, while Corbin and Karina Smirnoff win the first challenge and received the 4 extra points. Now the Switch Up Challenge 2 was Leah and Tony, Elizabeth and Val, Brant and Peta, and Amber and Derek. They danced to the songs "See" and "I Know It" by LMFAO, or Laughing My Ass Off. Then they danced to the Blue Danube by Johann Strauss II. Then they danced to Fulanito by Chelando Goma. than Shake Your Tail Feather Shake a Tail Feather by the Blues Brothers. So Leah and Tony are out first, and they get 1 extra point. Elizabeth and Val are out second. I thought they'd make it to the last 2, but they were out and got 2 points. Brent and Peta were out third and got 3 extra points, and Amber and Derek, of course, were the last team standing, the best that they had in that group, and they received 4 extra points. Now the teams are notified that there will be no elimination this week. See, technical issues are allegedly to blame. The wrong phone numbers were given out so when voting time came about, so no one went home this week. In other words, Bill and Jack escaped elimination by the skin of their balls once again. Anyway, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. As of now, reviewing the rest of the season of Dancing with the Stars season 17 on ABC. Let me know whether or not I did well on the review and what the heck I need to change, because I'm not used to reviewing shows that I know nothing about. I know absolutely nothing about dancing. But let me know what you think and make sure to subscribe.